12 BJP legislators of Nagaland in a joint statement urged the negotiating parties, the Naga political groups and the government of India to expedite the process for a final solution to the Indo-Naga political issue at the earliest. Nagaland People's Action Committee urged the government of India to demonstrate their political will on the promises regarding Naga political solution. Committee furthermore informed that all civil society organizations, tribal hohos and the core committee of the parliamentary committee have a clear stand on early Naga political solution. Nagaland Public Action Committee to hold a public rally at a supermarket on August 5th with Dimapur District Citizens Forum and Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industries extending full support to the NPSC for rally. Marking the 27th anniversary of the signed framework agreement between Indian government and the NSCN-IM, the NSCN-IM chairman Yariwo Toku asserts on the nature of framework agreement which recognizes the unique history of Naga independence by the government of India. Toku stated that Naga issue is grounded politically and not a law and order problem of India. Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Rawat, who was arrested earlier in connection with the money laundering case, is set to appear before a special court as his 3-day enforcement directorate custody ends. ED meanwhile alleged that Shiv Sena leader Sanjay was also a part of the larger conspiracy hatched by the Watawans and Pravin Rawat. Hello, this is News at 2. You are watching English News with me, Chipen Kfung. Let's look at the first story of the hour. Marking the 27th anniversary of the signed framework agreement between Indian government and the Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland, IM. NSCN-IM chairman Yariwo Toku on Wednesday asserted on the nature of framework agreement which recognizes the unique history of Naga independence by Nagaland's counterpart, Government of India. Toku, speaking on independence of Nagaland, states that Naga issue is grounded politically and not a law and order problem in India. The chairman reiterated on the recognition of Naga independence by other countries while Nagas were made to conform to Indian constitution on attaining statehood under the Union of India, asserting sovereignty is an inherent right which makes Nagas a sovereign people. He also stressed on non-recognition of Nagaland's independence by a large mass and accused Indian government for making an issue on the demands for separate flag and constitution, which have been inclusive points when the ceasefire was signed, known as the Framework Agreement. In a joint statement released on Wednesday, 12 BJP legislators of Nagaland urged the negotiating parties, the Naga political groups and the government of India to expedite the process for a final solution to the Naga political issue at the earliest. Furthermore, the legislators assured the Nagaland BJP's unwavering stand and support to the Naga people for an early solution to the protracted Indo-Naga political issue. In addition, the legislators cited that their roles as legislators are that of a facilitator in the entire negotiation process, and to culminate it into a final solution rests with the negotiating parties. Keeping citizens engaged on corruption issue in the state against corruption and unabated taxation. A court, Nagaland, in a release statement on Wednesday, made known its stand on public outcry of one government, one tax as no means to ease the problems of unabated taxation in non-progressive phase of the Indo-Naga settlement. A court asserted its role while being part of the core committee of Nagaland tribal hohos and civil organizations along with the political parties and Naga political groups, firmly advocating for solution before election in 2018 and the public declaration of October 31, 2013 picking on the veteran politicians of the state. A quote opinionated collective resignation of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly to step down to allow new prospect of leadership amongst younger population, which according to the group will hasten the demand for a solution before the next General Assembly, and took a dig on BJP for masterminding election for solution motive, which yet remains unfulfilled. A quote further stated that the Naga public wants an early political settlement without compromising the Naga historical truth and rights, so that the present generation will not be caught in a continued state of hopelessness. Nagaland People's Action Committee urged the government of India to demonstrate their political will on the promises regarding Naga political solution. Furthermore, the committee informed that all civil society organizations, tribal hohos, and co-committee of the parliamentary committee have a clear stand on early Naga political solution. In addition, the committee also stated that it anticipated full support of tribal hohos, civil society organizations, and co-committee to extend its support towards people's voice. In the meantime, the NPSC maintained that the people are seriously observing whether the core committee of parliamentary committee is walking the talk on the 4-point resolution adopted earlier on July 16. Meanwhile, the NPSC emphasized that the public rally scheduled on August 5 is on the same page as of the above resolutions and maintained that all concerned should support the rally in letter and spirit. The Nagaland Public Action Committee announced that it will hold a public rally at supermarket from 10 a.m. onwards on August 5. Furthermore, Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industries requested all shops and business establishments within its jurisdiction to remain closed until the rally ends. In addition, the DCCI urged the participants of the rally to compulsorily wear masks. In the meantime, Dimapur District Citizens Forum and Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industries have extended their full support to the NPSC for the rally. Earlier in the week, the NPSC had appealed to all the citizens of Dimapur and neighboring areas to participate in its August 5 rally to press for an early Naga political solution. It is to be noted that the committee cited the motive behind organizing the rally was to express public sentiments and anguish over the unending negotiations that had been dragging on for the past 25 years. Well, in view of the upcoming recruitment rallies for Agnipath scheme, the Tuensang Battalion Assam Rifles on Thursday commenced training for the first batch of registered candidates at Tuensang Assam Rifles Garrison. Altogether, 54 candidates, including 53 males and 1 female, are undergoing rigorous training at the garrison with a determination to become an Agniveer. It may be mentioned here that a total of 145 individuals have registered for the Agnipath scheme from Tuensang district. The training is being imparted under the aegis of Headquarters 7 Sector Assam Rifles. Chang Baptist Lashong Tangyen and Semi Baptist Akukuhu Kukakulu on Wednesday had an exchange program on Nagaland Baptist Church Council's clean election movement under the theme My Vote, My Future at Suruhodo Town Baptist Church. Pastor Chang Baptist Church Dimapur and Chang Baptist Lashong Tangyen, Dr. Wongdo Chingmak in his speech stated that one major downfall of Nagas is corrupt practice during elections, whereby votes are sold, alcohol and drugs are used. Dr. Wondo also asserted that many hands are bound by these evils and that one should wash their hands and purify their minds for clean hands and clean votes. Secretary CBLT Reverend Achu Chang also, while speaking during the program on clean election, expounded on the strategies CBLT has adopted to go about with clean election. He added that the churches from CPLT will have no commitment with the candidates in the name of the church or buildings as such, and also to have a guideline leaflets on do's and don'ts of clean election, and furthermore give campaigns during vote casting, urging the voters to not sell their votes.
Have known and now have been observing that if we continue in this way, the collapse of our Naga foundation is imminent. It is pertinent to note urgently that one of the root causes of our downfall will be the evils of election. These evils that all have known are use of corrupt money, purchase of votes, or for that matter, selling of one's birthright, proxy voting, use of alcohol and drugs, and many unwanted acts. Many hundreds of hands are deep inside the dirty bones of these evils.
The strategies that we are planning and we have begun also is
The Sumihoho, with a concurred decision of all the Gambaras and unit president under Sumi Kipimi Kokakalu on Wednesday, inducted Nido Zumomi as the president of SKK at Sumihohoki. Notably, Nido Zumomi, who is now the 10th vice president of all Sumi Students' Union, took over the office of the president of SKK as resolved and directed by semi-frontal organizations. President of the Sumihoho, Nikedo Jimomi, stated that the Sumihoho nor the executives in person have any grudges or issue as such towards the SKK, but rather strive towards or forward to bring the Sumi community together as one. Nikedo Jimomi also advised the Students' Union under SKK, assuring them that they are the future leaders who will chair the position he is at. President of Sumi Kokami Hoho, Kashido Yeptomi, also expressed his heartfelt congratulations towards Nido Jimomi for retaining the office of the president of SKK. Nido Jimomi, while addressing the masses as the new president of SKK, stated that the decision taken by Sumi Hoho had nothing to do with his personal benefits, but rather to bring about unity among the Sumi community and to stand for the community regardless of any situation that arises in the future.
Shulano Manamu, Alhona, Atzala Hippo, Nitsbe Paikulo, Nulo Killer, Simeki Katave Monen, Simek Bove Monen, Simek Hamlavene, Hakakish Monen, Ikemo, Kutbo Kabs, Simki Purono, Mlanani, Itanani, Pianapi, Shanapi, Nungutis Vegibukumaka. I give you Aksamuni.
The Assam Rifles on Thursday conducted a tree plantation drive at Disi, Mon District, Nagaland. Notably, the plantation drive was organized under the theme of Green Drive and as well as to mark the 75th Independence Day celebration, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, with an aim to create awareness on benefits of tree plantation to save the environment and to negate global warming. It is to be mentioned here that a total of 135 saplings of mixed varieties, to include neem, shisham, nahor, which primarily forms major part trees of subtropical rainforest, were planted in the plantation drive. Notably, locals in Dizid expressed gratitude towards Assam Rifles for organizing the event, which supplements the increase of green cover in the region. The All India Federation of University and College Teachers Organization organized a protest at Jantar Mantar, New Delhi on Wednesday. The protest was held as a sign of resentment against the National Education Policy 2020. The organization conducted the protest under the slogan Safe Education for All and vehemently rejected the NAP 2020 in its present form. In Intelligence unit of Mizoram Police, acting on a specific input, recovered 562 grams of heroin on Wednesday at Serchhip district of Mizoram. Notably, the seized drugs is estimated to be around 2.8 crores in the international market. Police informed that the heroin was recovered from the possession of a woman who has been identified as Laldoa Me. Police also stated that the heroin was concealed in 47 soap cases, which was hidden inside the Almirah. Notably, the accused was booked under relevant sections of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985, and the case is under investigation. The Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut, who was arrested earlier in connection with money laundering, is set to appear before a special court as his 3-day Enforcement Directorate custody ended on Thursday. On Monday, the court remanded Raut in ED's custody after the agency said he and his family were found to have received rupees 1.06 crore of tainted money from his close aide, Pravin Raut, was arrested in the case earlier. Meanwhile, Enforcement Directorate alleged that the Shiv Sena leader Sanjay was also a part of the larger conspiracy hatched by the Watawans and Pravin Raut to siphon off the money of the Patra Jawal project. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who is facing Enforcement Directorate investigation in the National Herald case on Thursday, said that he was not scared of the Modi government. Gandhi said while talking to media persons outside his house, he further said that they will not flee, neither are they scared of Narendra Modi. Rahul Gandhi further went on to say that the Modi government thinks that they can only silence their voice by pressurizing them. But it is not going to happen, and whatever Modi and Amit Shah are doing is against democracy. Notably, Rahul Gandhi also skipped the meeting of the Congress MPs in Parliament on Thursday. The Congress also accused the ruling dispensation of treating the opposition leaders as terrorists.
मोदी से तो मैं मतलब बिल्कुल नहीं डरता हूँ।
तो जो कि घर के बाहर पे बैरिकेडिंग हुई है उसको कैसे देखते हैं आप सर?
और लगाएं और बैरिकेडिंग करें।
और सर आपको जिस तरह से कल एआईसीसी मुख्यालय को भी बैरिकेड किया गया है।
बैरिकेड करो, सच्चाई को बैरिकेड नहीं करा जाता। बढ़िया और करिए, सच्चाई को बैरिकेड नहीं किया जाता। क्यों करना चाहते हैं? क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्या राहुल जी कल जो आप लोग का कार्यक्रम है वो
आप वो कह रहे हैं कि आप प्रोटेस्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं। प्रोटेस्ट नहीं कर सकते। नोटिस आया है केसी वेणुगोपाल का भी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोटेस्ट नहीं कर सकते।
पुलिस ने मना किया है, परमिशन नहीं दे रही पुलिस। आप लोग प्रोटेस्ट जारी रहे तो रोकिए, बिल्कुल रहे।
Speaking on the occasion of the 75th birthday celebrations of Congress leader Siddaramaiah at Davangere, Karnataka, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Wednesday slammed the BJP for dividing people and spreading hatred in Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi, while addressing the crowd, stated that not only does he like Siddaramaiah as a person, but he also shares Siddaramaiah's views and shares a special bond with him. Notably, Rahul Gandhi also appreciated the way the former Chief Minister of Karnataka ran the government, which was premised on the idea of fairness for all. In reference to this, Rahul Gandhi stated that it's completely different from what people see today in the BJP government. Rahul also further claimed that while the Congress government united the people and created harmony in the state, the BJP is dividing people and spreading hatred in this beautiful state.
I don't normally go to birthday celebrations, and I've come here because I share a special relationship with Mr. Siddaramaiah. Of course, I like the person Siddaramaiah.
Following the Supreme Court's rejection of almost all objections raised against the Enforcement Directorate with regard to several powers, including initiating an investigation, power to arrest, and others, at least 17 opposition parties dubbed the apex court's move as dangerous. Opposition parties on Wednesday issued a joint statement over Supreme Court's verdict and hoped that the verdict would not continue for long, and constitutional provisions be initiated. The joint statement has been signed by representatives of the Congress, Trinamool Congress, DMK, Aam Aadmi Party, CPIM, Samajwadi Party, RJD, and other political parties. Earlier last week, the Supreme Court had reiterated the validity of a wide range of powers granted to the ED. Supreme Court's verdict has been challenged by more than 250 petitions. Reportedly, the opposition parties are set to approach the Supreme Court once again to review its verdict. On Thursday, the Supreme Court asked the Election Commission of India to not decide on the application filed by Eknath Shinde's camp for recognition of the camp as the real Shiv Sena party because the matter challenging the legitimacy of the Shinde government hasn't been resolved yet in the court. Furthermore, the court asked the Election Commission against the allotment of the bow and arrow symbol to it as of now. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court directed the EC that if the Uddhav Thackeray-led camp 6 times to file a response to the EC's notices on Shinde's camp petition, then it should consider their request to adjourn the case. In addition, the Supreme Court has stated that it may decide on August 8 whether to refer some issues involved in the Maharashtra political crisis to a 5-judge constitutional bench. Upon completion of 75 years of independence, the central government has been conducting various programs in the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, while under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, a bike rally was organized on Thursday. Bharatiya Janata Party has appealed to the Congress, Samajwadi Party and other opposition parties to not politicize the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, as everyone should unite and celebrate the national flag. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that it pained their hearts if some political comments are countered upon the celebrations related to the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and the celebrations that are organized across the country around the 75th Independence Day. We will also call upon the Congress and other political parties and leaders to leave politics and put their efforts so that the country can move forward in a positive way, stated Narendra Modi. He also added that the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign is not a political program, it is a government program. The Andhra Pradesh government on Wednesday ordered a high-level probe into the gas leak in a garment factory that left over 100 hospitalized in the Anagapalli district. Furthermore, the decision to conduct a probe was announced by Andhra Pradesh Industries Minister Gudivada Amarnath and ordered closure of the company until the investigation in the leakage concludes. In addition, he also pointed out that it was the second instance of gas leakage in the past 2 months. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy on Wednesday dispersed Rs 395 crores to 3.95 lakh beneficiaries under Jaganana Doru scheme. Notably, the Chief Minister's office stated that the scheme provides Rs 10,000 each to small traders, vendors and artisans, and so far the state government has provided Rs 2,011 crores to 15 lakh 3,558 families under the scheme to promote self-employment. Chief Minister mentioned that out of the beneficiaries, 80% are women and belong to SC, ST and BC and other minorities, which is a glaring example of the social and economic empowerment. Chief Minister also noted that the small traders and vendors who sell their goods and wear on the pavements, tiny shops and push carts to generate employment and become part of the social empowerment. Four factory workers in Haryana's Chachar district were killed on Wednesday after inhaling toxic gas emanating from a tank used for dumping liquid waste and other garbage. It is to be mentioned here that the incident took place at a gas kit paper manufacturing unit in Rohat village in Bahadurgarh. Chachar Deputy Commissioner Captain Shakti Singh stated that the incident took place in the afternoon when the tank was being cleaned. Notably, one of the workers entered the tank to help the tractor operator lift the garbage, whereby he fell unconscious after inhaling the toxic gas. Following that, 5 other workers also suffered when they entered the tank to rescue him. Shakti Singh also mentioned that a joint committee of local officials at the Department of Industrial Safety and Fire Service have been directed to probe the incident. After the ill incident, the workers were rushed to a private hospital where 4 workers, all from Uttar Pradesh, were declared brought dead. The remaining 2 have been admitted to the ICU. The Rashtriya Swayamsevak announced its support for participation in all Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav programs by the center, state governments or any other organizations. Sunil Ambedkar RSS, reacting to Aur Onkanti's tweet, said that Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is for the entire country and there should be no politics on Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, as the focus should be only on celebration. And with that, we wind up our English news at 2. Thank you for tuning in.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लोग